I did my own research. I know more than the experts. Common sense beats science every time. Cool story, bro. You're living proof of the Dunning-Kruger effect. In 1999, psychologists David Dunning and Justin Kruger ran a series of experiments. They tested people on logic, grammar, and humor. Here's what they found. The people who scored the lowest rated themselves the highest on tests. The people who scored the highest rated themselves average. The less you know about something, the more confident you are. The more you actually know, the more you doubt yourself. Why? Because incompetent people lack the skills to recognize their own incompetence. You don't know enough to realize how much you don't know. In other words, stupid people are too stupid to know they're stupid. This shows up everywhere with conservatives. Doctors spend 11 years studying medicine. I did my own research on Facebook. Climate scientists with decades of data sound the alarm. It snowed yesterday. Checkmate. Virologists study pandemics their entire lives. It's just the flu. You watch the 10-minute YouTube video and think you know more than people who studied the topic for decades. That's not confidence. That's the Dunning-Kruger effect. That's incompetence so deep you can't even see your own incompetence. Here's why this is so dangerous. Actual experts doubt themselves constantly. They know how complex things are. They understand what they don't know. So when they speak, they give a careful, measured response. They say things like, the data suggests, or based on current evidence. Conservatives hear that and think they're uncertain, so if it's not 100% certain, then it's not facts. The Dunning-Kruger effect explains why conservatives are so sure about everything they're wrong about. You're not smart enough to realize you're not smart. So you keep talking, keep arguing, keep embarrassing yourself. And when your argument falls apart, when the facts prove you wrong, and they always do, you don't admit it. You double down. You shout fake news or UFTDS or the deep state. Because admitting you're wrong would require the intelligence to recognize you were wrong in the first place. And you don't have that. Meanwhile, actual experts have to put up with your nonsense because right-wing media keeps giving you a stage to speak on. So the next time you start a sentence with, I did my own research, stop. You didn't. You Googled something until you found what you wanted to hear. You watched a conspiracy video on YouTube. You read a Facebook post from someone equally clueless. That's not research. That's lazy thinking. Real research is peer-reviewed studies, controlled experiments, years of education and expertise, not 20 minutes on the toilet watching Bigfoot videos. The problem is confident idiots have bigger platforms than qualified experts, and everyone else suffers for it. So, you've been fired.